Family, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Listen, it's come to my attention that Hozier is an Irish college dropout. He's from Ireland, and he dropped out of college to record his first demos. Well, I'm not sure, how well those demos did. Let me know in the comments below. Did those blow up, or did it remain a grind? I have a lot of friends who dropped out of college to do music, and a lot of them live under bridges currently. They're still doing music, though. Respectfully, listen, should we go down the Hozier rabbit hole? I've gotten a lot of, respect, and I've gotten a lot of subscribers from the Hozier community. And we do well. The Hozier reactions do well on this channel. Let me know where we should go with Hozier. Continuing, guys, we're going into work song immediately. Without any further ado, we're going to let him cook. Please cook, sir. We're listening.
Working on empty. Is that the kind of way to face the burning heat? I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I could barely eat.
Family, just to begin, it's called Work Song, and they kind of have a chain gang thing going on. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the old chain gang. You'd be like, clink, clink, clink. While they were working on the chain gang, you'd hum something, and then somebody kind of would sing about, we want to go home, or we miss our loved ones, and it's kind of like old 1920s prison style music. Yeah, I mean, you guys are familiar with the mythos around that. It kind of gives me the same kind of vibes. You got that in the background, and then him, talking about his longing. Let's listen to that transition once more.
Boys working on empty. Is that the kind of way to face the burning heat? I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I'd never want once from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby's sweet as can be. She'd give me toothaches just from kissing me.
Bro, the music is, you never really know what you're gonna get. I'm starting to, because when I started with Hozier, I'm like, okay, what kind of vibe or what kind of energy, right? Definitely a lot of soul. But this song is entirely unique from the past two Hozier songs that we covered. You notice when he says, I'm so in love I can barely eat? Isn't it funny how being in love and being heartbroken have a lot of similar symptoms? It's like when you're heartbroken, you can barely eat either. Like food doesn't taste right. But the thing is, when you're in love, it's like, you're not interested in anything else. You're honed in, you're zeroed in, right? This is kind of interesting. Let him continue to cook.
Sweet as can be, she'd give me toothaches just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her.
Ooh.
Boys, when my baby found me, I was 3 days on a drunken sin. I woke with the walls around me. Nothing in her room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever. I didn't care much how long I lived. But I swear I thought I dreamed her. She never asked me once about the wrong I did.
Never asked me once about the wrong I did. Who's that? So that drops of Jupiter line, right? Your best friend always sticking up for you even when they know you're wrong. There's something very special about radical non-retaliation, right? She never asked once about the wrong I did. You guys, you want to find yourself around a person whose presence just, exudes kind of grace and mercy, right? We recently covered "I'm Only Human" by, I think, Rag and Bone Man. I think he's a, "I'm only human after all," right? You want to find yourself around a person who understands that you're only a human being, right? That doesn't demand perfection, right? He's given you some gems here.
And I was burning up a fever.
Burning up
I didn't care much how long I lived, but I swear I thought I dreamed her. She never asked me once about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to earth. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth.
Lay me gently in the cold, dark earth. And he says, nothing can lay my body down, right? What is he?
No grave can hold my body down.
No grave can hold my body down. This is the portion that I need you guys to correspond with me in the chat. What does that mean? No grave can hold my body down. Because he's talking about a transcendent kind of love, right? This is beyond, the honeymoon phase, right? No grave can hold my body down. Is that what it means? And listen, of course, I'm biased. I'm a Christian mystic, so I see things through that lens. You have to pardon me. But, Jesus also said that this was the way to defeat the grave, to love your neighbor as yourself, calling someone else an extension of yourself, right? He sees the beloved as an extension of himself. It's like, no grave can hold me, right? I identify with something else. I'm not processing egocentrically. I'm processing allocentrically. The beloved has all of my intentions and attention. Respectfully, that's very deep.
Time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to earth. My babe would never fret none about what my hands and my body done. If the Lord don't forgive me, I'd still have my baby and my babe would have me. When I was kissing on my baby and she put her love down soft and sweet, in the low lamp light I was free. Heaven and hell were words to me.
Guys, one thing I'm gonna say too is that the vocals are not absolutely perfect. Don't come after me when I say that, right? Hozier can definitely sing. What I'm saying is there is no attention paid to anything but the soul. Like the slight imperfections are kept in there. It's very, very, I don't know, it's a beautiful thing. That so much of the humanity is kind of left there in the vocals. But I did want to mention also, I'm gonna leave that to the end of I'm gonna leave that to the end. I want to see how this finishes.
I was free, heaven and hell were words to me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to earth. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to earth.
Fam, something stuck out to me, and here's the idea, right? He said twice in that song, at least, like, she doesn't hold my sins against me, right? Or she doesn't, judge me for what my hands have done or my body has done, right? Whatever that is. And Guys, I've talked to a lot of people, whenever I meet like an old couple, someone, been together for 40, 50 years, and I say, look, I've been married for 7 years, and how do I get like you? How do I get to the 30, 40-year mark? And a lot of times they say, oh, it's a promise that you make. And to a lot of us, that seems like it's not romantic, right? It's like, oh, you mean you're just kind of depending on the promise you made at the altar? Well, at the end of the day, guys, after the honeymoon phase is over and, you can get it back, you can, the sparks can fly again. And hopefully there's more of that than, disdain. But at the end of the day, you want someone who doesn't hold against you those past mistakes. And someone who's going to be there for you for better or for worse. Someone that you can't get rid of. Yeah. Guys, that was a brilliant song. Sorry if I spoke a little bit too much. It's, what time is it? And it's still kind of early in the morning. I haven't had any coffee yet. I'm on this Zevia stuff now. Guys, I'm gonna do a video just on this Zevia. This is a strange drink. I'm off on a tangent now. I apologize, family. Like, comment, share, subscribe if I haven't bugged you too much with this video. Leave a comment, correspond below, join the Patreon. Till we meet again next time, family, please stay balanced.